Oh my God. They drag you along. All right. All right. All right. Just, and you know who you're talking to. You have everything. Everybody has a strap. We might use them, we might not. I don't know yet. If you've been here the past few days, then you've used it a lot. All right. We'll close our eyes and just start to settle in. Feel free to take a seat on a prop if you have one. Take a few deep breaths and allow yourself to come into the room, into your body, on your mat. You might hear that and say, I am in my body. But I just mean sometimes our thoughts kind of get really loud and busy. So we come into actual awareness of our physical body and not so much the constant nature of the thoughts being involved in them. We take a step back and just begin to witness eventually. And maybe by the time we get to Shavasana, we're there. And our centering is a little bit easier because we're focusing. So even as you sit here now, just bring your awareness to all of the meeting points of your body and the mat. Notice all the points that it connects with the mat. And then notice how it feels to bring your awareness to your big right toe. Allow that to come alive with sensation. And then move that up to your shoulders, left and right. See if we can relax them a little bit more. And it helps to soften your eyes and unclench your teeth. The tongue is pressing firmly up against the roof of your mouth. You can let it drop down. Breathing in and out through the nose. Letting the belly expand on the inhale. Empty on the exhale. Seems like every time we show up to practice yoga, it's a little process of letting go. And we let go of all those things that we cling to make it through the day. And we come in here and we're able to actually focus on one thing. But you can't just jump from one to the other. So the breath and this awareness practice helps us to let go and just be present. As we sit here and breathe, continue to deepen the breath a little more with each round. Think about, don't think too hard, let it come naturally, how you want to feel today. How can you use your practice here to influence how you ultimately want to feel? What quality or qualities do you want to embody and practice? one or two words that you can use that can be your mantra for a class today. An anchor that you come back to, your breath and your intention. So take a few more breaths here. See if you can sit up a little bit taller. Feel free to adjust your legs if your hips are uncomfortable or extra tight, just to find that length in the spine. And let's all turn the palms of the hands up for those few breaths. So we are open to receiving, we're energizing as we prepare for our physical practice today. And two more breaths here. Notice where you're looking within, where are your eyes looking around? Right? Are they darting around the body, kind of not staying still? Now find a place to focus for the last breath. Anywhere in the body, just keep your internal gaze there for one deep breath. And when you're ready to move, gently blink your eyes open. We're going to rock forward onto our hands and knees. Taking our knees out wide, big toes touch. Sit back into child's pose. And get into a position where you're able to settle back towards the heels. And always mindful of the knees. Your forehead comes down to meet something. Your hands walk from that as it teaches. And let's see how it feels for a couple breaths to walk your fingertips up toward the top of the mat. So we find that extension in the shoulders, but we're drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Take a breath there. Good, and then relax the arms, relax the shoulders. Good. And then decide whether or not you want to take your arms back by your legs. Take a breath there. Notice how that feels. We have all these options every time you visit child's pose. Knees are out wide now. When we visit it again, maybe you have your knees together next time. Let's take two more breaths here. Good. When you're ready to move, you're just going to walk your hands back a little bit. So you lift the torso, lift the head, bring your knees together a little bit. They don't have to be completely together. We're going to walk our hands over to the left side. So we're finding a little side bend here, allowing your head to drop between the arms. And as you come into your side bend, child's pose, whatever you want to call it, we're pressing back into the right hip. So we really want to open the right side of the body here. And you can use your breath. Breathe into the right side of the body. We'll take one more breath here. Good. When you're ready to move, inhale back through center and take it to the other side. Over to the right side, and then you settle back into the left hip. Opening up the left side. Couple breaths. Good. When you're ready to get back to center, inhale, rising up to table now. Wrists under the shoulders, knees are hip width, spread your fingers out wide. Rolling through cat-cow. So close your eyes, focus on the spine. Let's inhale, tailbone, dropping the belly, reaching the heart forward, lifting the head. Exhale, start from the tailbone again. Tuck your toes, press your spine up toward the sky. Slowly draw the chin toward the chest. And we'll inhale, roll through again. Tailbone to the top of the head. Good. Exhale, round. And just start to move at your own pace. One vertebrae at a time. You're checking in with your body. What other movements do you want to add here? Do you want to start to rock the hips from side to side? Maybe some side bends. Keep your eyes closed and just allow yourself to be present to creating more space in the body. This may turn into barrel rolls, big circles, where we bring in the hips and the shoulders. Finding engagement in the core, so we start to radiate our strength out from the core. And just stay with the breath. Let your breath guide you. If you're doing your barrel rolls, make sure you take a few rotations in each direction. Notice how your hips move. And we'll meet back up in table, back to center, moving forward and back. So we're going to inhale, drop the hips, lift the heart and the chin into cobra, high or low. You don't have to be up high. Don't have to be down low. Exhale to press back towards child's pose. Look between your hands. Keep it active. Inhale, round it up. Lift the head. Drop the pelvis. Roll into cobra. Good. Exhale, press back to child's pose. And again, you're just going to move at your own pace. Continuing to warm up the spine. Muscles in the back side of the body. Opening the hip flexors, breathing and moving. The next time you sit back into child's pose, hold it there. Go ahead and look between your hands so we're staying active. Now we're going to try to slide through here, keeping our nose as close to the mat as we can as we inhale. So nose close to the mat, elbows if you can, pointing back instead of coming way out to the sides. On an inhale, glide your way through, using the shoulders. Good, now tuck your toes, press up to down dog. Coming up to our first down dog, listen to your body. Let's make some movement here. Pedal the feet, rock the hips. If you step your feet out a little bit wider for a few rounds of pedaling. You can shorten your dog. Just notice how your body feels. The front side, the back side. When you shorten the dog, you're taking weight off of the upper body, off of the hands and the wrists. You're placing it in the lower body. Next, inhale, come up on your toes. On your exhale, knees come down. Sit back into your active child's pose again. Look between your hands. Let's inhale, glide it through. Use the shoulders. Tuck your toes, exhale, back to down dog. Deep breath. If that movement isn't for you, you can work on cat-cow, you can come into child's pose, cobra, maybe the gliding is a little bit too much on the shoulders. Inhale back up to your toes. Exhale, knees come down, sit back into child's pose, look between the hands. Inhale, let's roll through again. Tuck the toes, exhale, back to down dog. Take a deep breath. Let's hold it here. Let's step our feet together. Big toes touch, heels part, lifting the hips up high. Soften the elbows. Feel your head release between the arms. Good. Release the heels a little bit more. Nice. Deep breath into the belly. We'll inhale up to our toes. Look between the hands. On your exhale, tiptoe up to the top of your mat. Coming into a fold, knees are soft. It's our first forward fold here. Get heavy in the torso. Let the shoulders relax. Your head hangs. Take a deep breath. Focus that breath on the back side of your body. Getting rid of that stiffness. And on your next inhale, roll it up nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time. Reaching the arms forward and up, lift the toes, engage the core. Let's exhale, melting hands through heart center, back down into your fold. Hands to shins, find a halfway lift. Look forward, strong spine. Exhale, drop back in. Keep the knees soft. Let's inhale, roll it back up. Reach the arms forward and up. This time, palms touch. If you can, look up at your thumbs. Good. On your exhale, diving back in slow, flat back for as long as you can. We'll inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, fold. Hands come down beside the feet. Feel free to use blocks here. Let's inhale and step the left foot back to lunge. Good. Lift your head. Reach the heart forward. Step back to down dog. We'll inhale forward to plank. First plank. If you need to set your knees down, go ahead and set them down. Just lift your head, engage the core. On your exhale, slowly lower down. Keep those elbows tucked. Let's inhale, cobra. Tuck your toes, exhale, down dog. Step the feet in a little bit. Big toes touch, heels part. Breathe into the belly. 2 deep breaths here. Try to release through the heels. It doesn't matter if they touch or not, but you want to feel them reaching toward the mat. Let's inhale, left leg out and up toward the sky. Big reach up toward the ceiling, good. On your exhale, draw the knee in toward the nose. Let's inhale, extend it back out. Exhale, knee comes back in, look between your hands, step through, back to lunge. Good, lift your head. Inhale, right foot steps forward, up halfway. Exhale, fold. Knees are soft. Inhale, roll it up. Reach the arms forward and up, look toward your thumbs, press the hips forward. Core as strong as you exhale, dive back in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, hands come down. Inhale, right foot steps back. Lift your head, lift the heart. Good, exhale, down dog. We'll inhale to plank. Again, knees up or down. Find a little shift forward so the shoulders go past the wrists. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, peel it up, cobra. Exhale, back to down dog. Step it in a little bit. Big toes touch, heels part. Breathe into the belly. Next inhale, lifts the right leg out and up. Come up on your left toes. Exhale, draw the knee in toward the nose, round your back. Inhale, extend it back out, look between the hands. Exhale, step the foot through. Good, let's inhale, left foot forward, up halfway. And exhale, fold. Let's roll it up, inhale, rise. Reach the arms forward and up. We'll exhale, hands through heart center, releasing your arms down. Take a moment here, close your eyes. Calm the breath down. Slow it down, lengthen it out. Soften the knees, soften the glutes. Turn the hands out a little bit more so we feel the rotation in the shoulders, the lift in the heart. Good, notice what your hips and your pelvis are doing. Want to lengthen up there instead of having the arch in the low back. Lengthen up. Mindful of the space around you as we inhale and reach the arms out and up. Lift the toes, engage the core. Look up toward your thumbs. On your exhale, slow swan dive in. Inhale, halfway lift. Look forward. Good. Exhale, fold. We're going to find our strength in the back as we inhale, reverse swan dive. Arms come out wide. We connect to the flat back at some point. Good. Look up towards your thumbs. Exhale, dive back in. Slow. Feel the weight shift back toward heels and hips. Let's inhale, reverse it. Arms come up. Keep your gaze straight ahead this time. Let's exhale, chair. Option to keep the arms up. You can take your hands to heart center. Good, or maybe they come out in front. It all depends on how you feel. Relax the shoulders. Lift your toes. See if you can press back toward the heels a little more. Let's inhale. We're holding for the exhale, maybe lowering a little more. The inhale lifts us slow, slow, slow. Good, as we come up, press the hips forward. Let the arms fall back. On your exhale, dive in. We'll inhale, halfway lift. Good, exhale, fold, hands come down. Let's inhale, left foot steps back. We're gonna keep the toes pointing straight ahead. Take a look at your toes. Make sure they're pointing straight ahead and that you're on railroad tracks and not a tightrope there. So we have a little bend in the left knee. We have a deep bend in the right knee. Let's rise up. Inhale as you rise. Hips are square. So take a moment, hands on your hips. Make sure the hip bones are pointing straight ahead. And then sink down a little bit if you can. Good. Then reach it back up. Good. Tuck the tailbone slightly so we lengthen the spine. We extend. The heart lifts. Maybe we look up toward the ceiling. Let's inhale together. On your exhale, lean forward slowly. Reach out in front. Go ahead and swing your arms back. If you can, interlock your fingers or grab a wrist. See how it feels to straighten the arms. Lift the heart, lift the chin. Inhale. Good. With control, exhale, release the hands down, back to your lunge, up on your fingertips. Good. And then we step back to down dog. Take a deep breath in your down dog. Option to stay here instead of flowing through. If you're flowing, we'll inhale to plank. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back to down dog. Step it in a little bit. Big toes touch, heels part. Deep breath. When you're ready to move on an inhale, left leg comes out and up. Find that big reach here, up on your right toes. On your exhale, step the left foot through. Inhale, right foot steps forward, up halfway, same inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll it up. Reach the arms out and up. Exhale, chair. Good. Find your breath here. Relax the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Lower a little bit. Good. Nice and slow. Inhale. We rise. Lift the toes. Engage the core. Exhale. Dive into your fold. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale. Fold. Hands come down. Let's inhale. Right foot steps back. We're checking on our feet. We're on a railroad track. Bend in both knees, deep bend in the left leg. Inhale as you rise. Good, hips are square. Relax the shoulders. Goddess arms, we're bending. Touch the tailbone, lift the heart, lift the chin. Inhale. Hold for the exhale, sink down a little bit more. Good, let's inhale, reach the arms up. On your exhale, lean forward. Swing the arms back. If you can, interlock or grab a wrist, straighten. Lift the heart, lift the chin. Good, with control, exhale, hands come down, you're in your lunge, up on your fingertips. Nice. And step back to down dog. Take a deep breath. Option to hold here, maybe come into child's pose or flow. If you're flowing, inhale to plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, back to down dog. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. So make your adjustments so you can hold, find your alignment. Nice. Hips are high, heels are low. Soften the chest and the belly so you feel it melt back toward the legs. We'll inhale together, up on the toes. Good, nice and slow. Exhale, knees come down. Find your child's pose. Remember your options of the arms, either extended out in front, maybe they're back by your legs, giving the shoulders a break. Just keep breathing into your belly, settling back toward the heels. In child's pose, we're extending the spine. So if your back is rounded, try to reach the heart up toward the top of the mat and then melt it down instead of rounding. One more breath here. Good. When you're ready to move, come up to table. 3 rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your head. Exhale, round. 2 more on your own. Coming back to neutral. We'll tuck the toes, rising up to down dog. Let's inhale up to our toes, look between the hands. If you're a jumper, feel free to jump. Otherwise, you can tiptoe up to the top of your mat. Drop into your fold. Wrap your arms around your legs. It's okay to have your knees soft here. Look towards your toes and see how that feels. Good. Because again, we're reaching the heart toward the toes in our forward folds. Then go ahead and take your gaze towards your legs, your knees, your shins, maybe your thighs, depending on your flexibility. Hands to shins. Let's inhale, halfway lift. Find the strength in your back. Good. Exhale, drop back in. Your choice of either rolling up or reverse swan dive. Inhale as you rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a moment here to breathe, relax the body. Good. All right. So we all have a strap. You may or may not need the strap. Working a little bit on balance today. Yesterday was a full class of balance, so this was just a couple of postures today, not so bad. So whenever we work on balance, you want to make sure you find a focal point out on the floor, not a person, because they can move and then it throws you off. So we're going here, I'll show you. We're going to start with the left leg. We're bending that leg and reaching for the foot. So to use a strap with this, you would just strap the strap around the ankle and hold it like that. If it's hard to reach down and grab the foot, you can also mimic. So if you can't reach your foot, you can just hold like this, and your body, your muscles still get used to that movement. So if you're ready, you can find that foot. Good. And then notice as you're holding here, you can take your right hand to your hip. What are your hips doing? Can you lengthen up here and drop that knee straight down? We're going to draw the heel in toward the back side to start. Just finding that extension in the spine, stability in the right foot. Maybe you can lift your right toes briefly, spread them out, set them down. We're engaging the core. Draw the shoulders back, heart forwards. Good. If you're ready to, we can reach that right arm up. Inhale. You're free to stay here if this feels like it's enough. If you want to start to hinge forward, you can start to hinge. Now we're pressing the foot into the hand, creating space between the heel and the backside. Good. Wherever you are, just breathe and allow yourself to be present. Any variation of this balance. Soften that right knee a little bit. Good. Next inhale takes you back up. On the exhale, we release everything down, shake it out a little bit. All right, take a deep breath. We're going to find a little flow here. Let's inhale, reach the arms out and up. On the exhale, dive into your fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, hands come down. Let's inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, peel it up, cobra, maybe up dog. Exhale, back to down dog. Take a deep breath here. Inhale up to your toes, look between your hands, tiptoe or hop up to the top of the mat. Find your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Let's inhale, reverse the swan dive. Come up. Good, we'll exhale, chair. Make your adjustments. Let's lift the torso a little bit more here. So if we're leaning far forward, take it back. Feel the shift toward heels and hips. Good, let's inhale. We'll hold for the exhale. Next inhale, we rise. Exhale, hands through heart center, releasing the arms down. Find your focal point. Take a deep breath. When you're ready, we're doing the same thing on the right side. So we're bending that right leg back, reaching for the foot. The side might feel completely different. So this is where you want to take your time to find your stability. Drawing the heel in so the knee drops down. Traditionally, the knees are aligned here, but don't force that. Left arm can come up if you're going there. Inhale, relax the shoulders. Exhale, hinge. Find your dancer. Drawing the heel away from the backside. Breathe wherever you are. Whatever kind of balance you come into. Good. Next inhale takes us back up. Stay controlled. Exhale, release. Reach the other arm up. Inhale. Right into the flow. Exhale, we dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Let's inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, peel it up. Exhale, back to down dog. We're gonna hold here for 5 breaths. So if you have the option of coming into child's pose, always have that option. You can do whatever you want as long as you stay on your mat. And breathe. Breathe into your belly. Drop the head, lift the hips. Let the heels melt down. Good. 2 more breaths. When you're ready to move, come up on your toes, look between your hands, hopping or tiptoeing up to the top of your mat. Same inhale lifts you halfway, strong back. Good. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands through heart center. Good. Releasing the arms down. Take a deep breath. All right. Find your focal point. We're going to lift the left knee. So on your inhale, we're lifting it forward and up. Let's find our balance here. So find your stability. Good. We're crossing that left ankle over above the right knee. Opening the left hip, left knee out as wide as we can. We'll inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Relax the shoulders. On your exhale, step back into chair. Maybe we take the hands to heart center. Good. Relax your right toes. Lift the heart here. Sit back. Nice. Next inhale, we rise, lifting that left knee. On your exhale, press it back, hinge at the hips, warrior 3. Feel free to swing your arms back. We're flexing the left foot so the toes point down, reach through that heel, engage the core. Maybe we extend the arms out from there. Inhale. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, we rise, knee comes forward and up. Optional, come into tree pose. You can release and close your eyes and breathe. That's the other option. Good. We're not going to stay long. We'll inhale, take the knee forward and up. On your exhale, release everything down, shake it out. Take a moment here, arms come down, close your eyes. Enjoy all the different sensations that you feel in your body. Soften your muscles. And slow the breath down. And notice how one side feels a little different than the other. Before we move on to the right side, we're going to find our flow. Option to just stay here in mountain pose. If you're flowing, we'll inhale, reach the arms out and up. On your exhale, dive in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step or hop back to plank. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, take it back to down dog. Take a deep breath in your down dog. We'll inhale up to our toes, look between the hands. Tiptoe or hop up to the top of the mat. Same inhale lifts you halfway. Good. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising up. Last chair here. Exhale, chair. And breathe. See where you are. Maybe close your eyes. Coming up slowly. Inhale. Reach the arms up. Good. Let's exhale. Arms out and down. Find your focal point. You guys want to dive here?
I wanted
Just do your
to.
thing. Just do it. All right, right leg this time. So you have your focal point. We're lifting the right knee. Find your stability. You can stay here the whole time if you want. You don't have to move through all those different things. Good. If you're going to all those different things, we're going to cross the ankle over, open the knee. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, sit back. After a bit, feels good in that hip. Under here. Breathe. Nice. Inhale, rise. Arms come up, knee comes forward. Exhale, press it back. Warrior three. Flex the foot, reach through the heel, draw that up to the core. Maybe the arms extend from there. Breathe. Good. Next inhale, we lift the knee forward and up. Good. Coming into tree, optional. Knee comes out wide. Relax the shoulders. Find your breath. Inhale, knee forward and up. Exhale, release it down. Shake it out. All right. Last flow, of course, optional. Inhale, reach it out and up. Exhale, dive in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hold. Inhale, step or hop back to plank. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back to down dog. Step it in a little bit. Big toes touch, heels part. We're finding our 5 breaths here. So, of course, child's pose, cat, cow. Do what's right for you. Wherever you are, breathe into your belly. You're in your down dog. We're maintaining integrity. Hips are high, heels are low. Good. Find your breath. 2 more. Tuck your chin towards your chest. We'll all inhale up to our toes. Exhale, knees come down. Keep your knees together this time. Sit back into child's pose. I recommend arms coming down by your legs, giving the shoulders a rest. They've done all the hard work that they're going to do in this class. Taking a couple deep breaths to slow the breath down. Be ready to move. Walk your hands back so you come up to a seated position. And rise up to our knees here. And I recommend if the floor is feeling a little bit hard, just fold your mat back so you have a little cushion on your knees. Don't be afraid to make that cushion on your knees. We're going to tuck our toes here. We're going to be here for a little bit for camel. So tucking the toes so the heels lift back here. We're going to vary that. We're going to modify. So reaching back for the left heel. See if you can take your fingertips to your left heel. Good. On your inhale, right arm comes up. And now we start to build our alignment. We're engaging the lower body. Quadriceps, glutes, core, pressing the hips forward. So that way we can start to reach this right arm back. Check in with the neck. Maybe we're looking up. And if that's too much on the neck, we can turn and look down toward the left heel. Find your breath. Even though it might seem a little bit weird, imagine that you're tucking your tailbone. That allows you to engage the core a little bit more and extend the spine. So this isn't a back bend, we're extending the spine. Let your next inhale take you back through center. Both arms come up here. On your exhale, right hand comes down to right heel or fingertip. Same thing, we're engaging the lower body, Pressing the hips forward, left arm drops back. Comfort in the neck. Make adjustments. We don't need to strain. Good. Next inhale takes you back through center. Exhale, hands through heart center. Since we have our toes tucked, let's take a seat back on the heels. We're going to stretch the feet out a little bit. So as we hold here, you can take your hands to your thighs. You can keep your hands out heart center. I recommend closing your eyes so you can enjoy this process. Really good to really, this is plantar fasciitis prevention, you guys, all right? It's important. Good, we'll just have 2 more breaths here, that's it. And then the next thing we do, the lady downstairs loves. So make sure we include that. All right, we're coming into table. Tops of the feet come to the back. Go ahead and tap your feet up. All right. And we can come back to our seated position, rock off to the side, extend your legs out in front. Now take your heels to the width of your mat. Good. And come into a more restorative forward fold to restore from that camel pose, the back bending that we just did. Let's inhale, reach the arms forward and up, flex your feet, find strength in the body, drop the shoulders. On your exhale, slow fold. So we're hinging at the hips, but at some point our back wants to round. So we let it round. We drop the arms down, the head drops down last. You might bend your knees, that's perfectly okay. And connect with your breath. Check in with your body. Where in your body do you feel the tightest? Send your breath there. Feel yourself melt in a little bit more with each exhale. One more deep breath here. Next inhale rolls you up nice and slow. Keep the arms down. We're going to bring the legs together. Hands come back. We're leaning into our hands. If you can, with your fingers pointing straight ahead. Plant your feet on the mat. We're going to rock the knees from side to side. Just twisting out the spine, resetting the hips. Turn your head away from your knees. And connect with your breath. And you close your eyes. Also, we want to put a little glute massage here. You never know that they need a massage until you do certain things. Kind of the worst part of any massage. Yeah. Good. Take it back to center. Make sure you have room behind you to lie back. So you might need to move up to the top of your mat. We're going to plant our feet on the mat here. Arms come out, sit up nice and tall. Let's inhale together. On your exhale, leaning back, stopping halfway. No, I'm tricking you here. Keep your core engaged. Option to stay here. Option to come onto your back. Or if you want to come into boat pose before you go down, go ahead and lift your legs. You can hold behind your legs here. We're just working to stay open in the heart. So lift the chest. Find your breath. Your body will let you know when it's ready to release. So when you hit that point, you can hold behind your legs, round your back, and roll all the way down. Then you're set up to draw the knees into the chest, but take your time. You can stay in both pose for another minute if you want. Then we'll rock from side to side. If you're on your back, knees are into chest, rock it out. Good. From here, happy baby. We're reaching for the feet. Soles of the feet point up toward the sky and happy baby. Knees drop down, tracking toward the armpits. So they kind of brush, if your flexibility allows, they brush the side ribs. Draw the shoulders back toward the mat. Feel free to find movement in happy baby. And we'll take it back to center, drawing the soles of the feet together, knees out wide. So we're holding on to the feet if our flexibility allows us to. Very gently pressing the knees out wide, drawing the shoulders back toward the mat again. Turn your head from side to side, nice and slow, as far over to each side as it will go. And just remember to breathe wherever you are. Good. Take your head back to center. Releasing the feet, planting the feet on the mat, arms down by your sides. Rock your knees from side to side a few times in each direction. And we'll come back to center. Feet are hip width. I'm just going to lengthen the spine a little bit before we relax. So arms are down by our sides, palms face up. So if that's hard to do with your arms right down by your sides, take them out a little bit wider so it's easier for your shoulders to rotate. We're going to tuck the tailbone, lifting up just a little bit. If you're into bridge, feel free to come all the way up into your bridge. We're not going to stay long. We're going to roll down one vertebrae at a time, tucking the tailbone to press as much of our spine onto the mat as we can. Once we do that, then go ahead and relax your back and notice your spine coming into the natural curves. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, feel free to lift into bridge if that's part of your practice. On your exhale, we're rolling down one vertebrae at a time, pressing as much of your spine down. Lengthen it out, and then relax when you come down. Natural curves, deep breath. Now extend the left leg out on the mat. That left heel is reaching towards the bottom left corner of the mat. And the right leg, right heel is reaching toward the bottom right corner. Adjust the arms again. Pull them down away from the ears. Traditional Shavasana with option to make as many adjustments as you'd like if this is not for you. You can always use props. You can plant your feet back on the mat, feet out wide, knees together. But check in first. Take a few breaths here. See how this feels. And if you decide to make an adjustment, move mindfully. Letting go from your whole body. Permission to surrender to sleep. Stop. Deep breaths. Some small movements, fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Little stretches and find eventually making your way over to your right side, crawling up there. And sometimes we're wide and we go onto our right side. The left side of the body is kind of what we work on toning energetically through our practice. It's the calming, cooling side, the feminine side, energetically, like organ wise. And with this opening to hopefully continue that through the day. Feel calm, cool, collected as we move through the rest of our day. So we're out to seated position. Come up slow, eyes are closed, hands at heart center. heads down toward our hearts. You honor the wisdom within. Bow a little deeper to honor the hearts and wisdom of our many, many teachers and ancestors. And the reason why we're sitting here right now. Please join me in sealing our practice this morning with the sound of Om. Deep breath in. Namaste.
What brand is that now?
This one, it's a Lululemon.
Oh, it is.
It's an extra
I don't
long
know
one.
those. Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. So my sister teaches yoga, and I just started getting a thick on doing that. I need the thickest yoga mat that's made.
Yeah, I mean, you can, my husband uses
Oh, that
two.
is extra long.
Yeah,
What
and
I'm looking at.
So do you have the,
Oh, I don't need extra long.
no, but you have the, Manduka, right?
Yeah, and I had no idea what I was. I had no idea. I just had bought one that was like disintegrating.
Yeah, no, my old one, by Sarah, my old one is a Manduka.
Yeah.
So I was just starting to lose a little bit of grip.
Yeah.
And my daughter got this made for me because she works at, Lululemon.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, that's a good perk right there.
Yeah.
That was a good catch. Thank you.